This is a 10-minute video excerpt of an individual Feldenkrais session. The session focuses on freeing the hips, shoulders, and spine. Gently slide the hand a little ways and then come back. So you just want to feel how the shoulder blade is involved in this movement. That's right. Just nice and easy. You don't have to go very far. You can feel how the neck is involved, how the head will turn and move with your torso. And you want to feel how this part of your spine, your upper spine, is helping you move a little bit. Great. Now what I'd like you to do is place your hand on your hip. Now I want you to just slide your hand down your hip towards your knee. And again, you're going to find that the shoulder is going to lengthen up the top, and the torso is going to move and roll a little bit. And you can turn your head if you like, and you can either have your eyes open or closed. And make sure it's comfortable. So you're going to feel like the movement is a comfortable movement for you. Great. Now I'd like you to take your hands together again. I'm going to move the pillow just a little bit for you. And I'm going to have the hands up a little bit. I want you to slide the top hand off the bottom hand again. And then slowly come back. And that's plenty far. So again, you can feel how the hip and the upper back, the neck and the shoulder blade all conspire to make this a nice smooth movement. And rest again. I'm going to place a roller between your knees. Okay. And your ankle. Right. Just so you're balanced there. And your arm, your upper arm, you can just rest it here so the elbow's bent. And what I'd like you to do is just roll the roller a little bit. So you're going to roll it a little away from you and then come back. Now what I want you to notice is how the pelvis goes forward but also down. This is similar to walking, like a walking movement. So when you swing this leg forward, when it's a free leg, this is the kind of movement that can happen. So by gently allowing this to happen and supporting it, you create a little more space along your lower back and your sacrum and your sacroiliac joints. Good. Great. Now, let's do a little smaller, a little slower. I want you to breathe in, and I'm going to kind of pull and open the ribs like a Japanese fan as you inhale, and as you exhale, I'm going to gently press down. So we're going to make a little smaller movement than we were. So it's just a gentle inhale, and then a gentle exhale. And you can place your arm wherever it's most comfortable. Yeah, exactly. Inhale, and then exhale. I'm kind of like squishing you a little bit here to get all the air out, just to completely allow the ribs to open and then completely allow them to soften in towards yourself. And then rest for a moment. Now, what I'd like you to do now is as you exhale, rather than just exhaling, I want you to sigh. So it's kind of a soft sigh of joy or relaxation or thank God it's Friday, anything like that. So inhale. Good, and we'll just do that a couple more times. And rest. You breathe any way you like. I'm going to take the roller out for a moment. Put a pillow between your knees. Let's take this out first. And place this between your knees. So what I want you to think of, this is your trochanter. This is the bones, big bone for the thigh. A lot of people think of it as the hip joint. And what I'd like you to think about doing is if you would think of a color you'd like to paint with or draw with, and you had a dab of paint here, and you're going to paint a line straight down, just a little line, and then allow it to come back up. So it's actually like painting if you were painting on the ceiling. And I'm going to help a little bit, but just a little bit. And you're imagining and visualizing painting a fairly straight line with your favorite color. I don't know if that would be purple or blue, black, or what it be. It should feel comfortable. And I want you to feel how there's a more and more distance between the top of your pelvis and your lower rib. Good. Now, I want you to draw that line even smaller, but do it on your own. So a little bitty line. And really visualize that as the paintbrush. Nice. Now, let's go forward and back. So we're going to make a small line. So it's a little smaller movement than what we were doing before. Forward and back with this bone right here. Just like a paintbrush. Great. Then rest for a moment. Now this time we're going to combine those two directions, but we're going to do it like as in a circle. So you'll actually be going down and forward and up and back and around. So you want to feel how smooth you can do that. And this is involving a little more of the left side of the pelvis and the lower back. So just feel how the lower back, pelvis, legs, and everything are conspiring to make a perfect circle. So I want to see if you can make a really perfect circle, even if it's a small circle. And notice where there are little glitches or where you're cutting the circle off or not. So it's not a normal thing to do, but so it's a task giving you to follow and pay attention to. Great, and then rest for a moment. Completely rest. Now we're going to reverse this. So we're going to start really small, because going this direction involves a lot of the same muscles, but it reverses the sequencing. So it could feel very different. It might be easier or harder. But the idea is to paint a little circle. And feel what's involved not only on the left side of your pelvis, but what's happening on the right side or the underneath side as well. And then I'm going to help. We're going to make the circle a little larger, a little smoother. So there's moments where you hesitate. So let's see if we can smooth it out so there's not any speeding up or slowing down. Good. And I'm going to let you do it. Good. And then rest. Take a breath. And now I'm just going to help lengthen that whole side downwards. Is that comfortable for you? Mm-hmm. And I'm also gently pressing on your upper spine, your ribs, to help them move downwards a little bit, and to help your shoulder move downwards a little bit. Take your arm here. I'm just going to support your arm. See how heavy your arm can be. And I'm just going to gently move it this way, so I'm actually sliding your scapula, your shoulder blade, a little forward, and then it's sliding up towards your chin and away from your rib cage. A little gentle. You can breathe any way you want. And also notice that when I'm moving your upper body, the lower body's participating, which is fine. Now, I'm going to actually hold the shoulder blade this time, and I'm going to move it as well as your arm.